Hope you're doing great today. Hope you're having a great day. I mean, it's a day. The baby's sleeping, so that's great. I'm able to like get some stuff done, computer stuff, while he's resting and not crawling all over me, tapping on the keyboard and stuff. Now, even when I'm nursing him and I'm, sitting at my computer desk, he'll reach his arm out and just, to the keyboard. I'm like, dude, really? Anyway, I look real great. I guess I should have at least tried to do my hair. I just worked out. Hey, that's pretty great. So I guess my day is on the right track. I've got a good trajectory ahead of me. I said that perfectly, actually. I still, however, have no idea what's for dinner, so I need to figure that out. I know we have food. I just have to like figure out. I didn't meal plan, but I bought like stuff. We'll figure it out. And then I have to really do Meredith's invitations. It's birthday season, hey. And I made her invitation. I don't know if I shared it with you. I can't remember. But now every time I talk to her about it, she says she wants a different theme. Right now it's like mermaid theme. Did I share? I don't know if I did. I made the invitation it's been a couple of weeks. And then like the next day, I didn't send them out because then she said, oh, I want a Peppa Pig party. And I said, what? We had a Peppa Pig party last year. And then the other day she was talking about having a different kind of party. I don't even remember what it was, but I said, what? And then the kind of stuff that I have planned for the party that I was planning, she like doesn't want anymore. So I'm like, face painting. I don't want my face, but I was like, oh, well, I don't want to hire someone if you're not going to get it done, but then maybe I will because then all your friends will enjoy it. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Oh, the baby woke up and fell back asleep again. Woke up, fell back asleep. It's been like 4 days. I sent out Meredith's birthday invitations. Mermaid is the theme. I'm starting to streamline the list of things that I'm gonna buy for her party. That's on Amazon. And then chilies for dinner tonight because we're going to like this thing with a potluck, and it's like I guess everyone's bringing chili. It used to be a chili cook-off. We actually won a chili cook-off one time. I'm gonna throw some chili in the crock pot. That'll be what's for dinner. Oh, maybe I need to run to the store and get some cornbread. Maybe I can make homemade cornbread. I have cornmeal. Then on top of that, I need to get some random stuff done around the house. The thing we're going to tonight, we're gonna meet a whole bunch of new people. And like, should I change? Did I sleep in this? Yes. Will I change? Probably not. I also need to put teacher gifts together, and I need to buy a new phone case. Mine is literally just like falling apart at the seams. And with that, I guess I need to buy a new pop socket. I don't think you can like transfer them. Although I do love this Golden Girls case. I need to paint my nails, I know. But I just shaved my legs for the first time in like 4 years this morning, so give me a break. One thing at a time. Where do you buy your phone cases? I got one for Aveline. I just ordered one for her, and hers already came in. And I was looking for one same day, and I just never ordered one for me. What I see YouTubers promote it all the time, but they are crazy expensive. Casetify, that's it. Casetify. Like, are you joking? $72? I don't think so. But also some of them are $40, and that seems like an OtterBox price. I wonder if Lily Pulitzer has a phone case. She doesn't, but you know what's second best to that? Oh wait, she does. Well, 7 centuries later, I ended up ordering just a bright pink phone case. It was like 10 bucks. I don't know. It had good reviews. This one came free with the phone. I drop my phone 1 million times a day, and it has yet to break. So I feel like that's good enough. And then the pop socket that I got was, I don't know, 7 bucks or something. $7.52, and it kind of gives Lily vibes on top of like a bright pink. I feel like that's gonna be a good combo. I also feel like I really overthought that. I don't know, for no good reason. I've had black forever. Like, it's time to switch it up, give myself a little personality. Did I tell you I have to put together the teacher gifts? I'm looking at my like orders and my cart. Save for later, save for later. So far for the party, I've got some nets. I've got some balloon centerpieces because that's about as far with balloons as I can go. Some more random decor, some tablecloths, some mermaid lollipops, a cute little candle, tattoos, these shells to paint. How many times have we seen these shells at the thrift store? And then someone was talking about this and I just added it to my cart. That's how it goes. It's like half the price of what I paid for mine. Also adding this to to my cart. I was going through on Pinterest to see what Meredith liked, you know, the mermaid theme for her party, and she pointed out like a lot of cool stuff actually. Here are some of the things that we picked out, but one of them, like look at this, a macaroon that looks like an oyster, just so adorable. One of the things that we saw very first, oh, and she keeps calling this Sebastian, so that is a must-have. She's like, we can't forget about Sebastian. I'm like, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Okay, so this is one of them. Obviously, our backdrop won't look this redonkulous, but I did see this shell, and I was like, that is perfect. So grabbing that. It's actually a pool float, so double duty. Even though we don't have a pool, and I really thought about, like, obviously I'm doing like arts and crafts and stuff like that because that's what the kids like. It keeps them entertained, it keeps them excited about it, and then also a bounce house. And I'm wondering about a face painter, but I don't know, honestly. I think all the time, like, am I going overboard? Is it enough, too much? I saw something on Instagram, it was like, here's a birthday party theme idea, vintage. And then go back, it's like homemade cakes. Well, I always homemade my cake anyway, or just go to Costco and they have like the most affordable cakes. But it's like bringing it back to basics, not, you know, throwing a whole wedding for a kid's birthday party. And I go back and forth on that, and I feel like I try to keep it mid-range. It's not like super extravagant, and it's, you know, a step above simple. And in my mind, I just think, I don't know, make it special, you know? And you don't have to be extravagant to make it special, but like, we don't know how many birthdays we're gonna get, so we need to celebrate every single one of them. And so that's what I always think about. And I've always kind of gone over the top and above and beyond for my kids' parties anyway, so that's just how I'm built. I think it comes from inside of like, I only had a couple exciting parties growing up, and they were awesome, and I loved them, so I want my kids to feel that excitement every single year. Oh my gosh. I just signed the contract with our photographer to get family photos done. The initial date that I agreed to, well, it wasn't like, I didn't technically agree to it, but I said, oh, how about this date? And then I didn't realize like how soon it was coming. And I said, okay, let's push it back a week. So I signed the contract, sent the deposit and all that good stuff. And holy cow, can we talk about how expensive photographers are? She, I feel like, raises her price every year, but it's fine. She's worth it. I just lower my tip a little bit every year. I used to tip her like an astronomical amount. Now I tip her like a normal 20% amount. But anyway, you guys know, along with family photos comes the whole dilemma about picking out outfits, and I overcomplicate it every single year, and I'm trying not to. Here's the thing, I want it to look nice, but I don't want it to look nice. Like, I still want to be comfortable. Surely I have something to wear. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need to just go to the thrift store for a minute. You know what I need? Help. I need a color theme, a color scheme, a color palette. I think part of the reason why I complicate it is because I'm spending so much money on them and I want them to look great. I like this dress, but I don't want my knees to show. All right, I'll think about this later. I'm going to throw together chili. And it's just my normal chili recipe. I was gonna share a different one with you, but I'm saving it for the what's for dinner video, so that will come soon. So I'm just gonna pop it together for the chili, I don't know what to call it, the trunk or treat chili thing that's tonight. And I looked at the recipe for cornbread, and it calls for like buttermilk, and I know I could make it with normal milk, but it won't taste as good, so I do have a box mix, so I'm just gonna throw that together too. I know that's not exciting, that I'm not like sharing new recipes with you, but sometimes that's just life. It's kind of convenience takes over. It's like last minute that, you know, we were invited to this thing and that we're doing it, so I don't know, I'm ill prepared, I feel like, but also my chili's the best. I was gonna deviate and get a new recipe and share it with you, but then I thought, well, if it doesn't match up to mine and I bring it, share it with a bunch of people. So I'm just gonna make chili like I do every weekend, because who can watch football without chili? Man, it's a fall staple. So I'm just gonna dump everything in the crock pot and call it a day. What's funny is last night we also went to a trunk or treat. And if you're ever feeling bad about yourself as a parent, just remember this story, okay? So we get there, it was after dinner, we were eating dinner, and I had just picked up Eleanor from her dance, and we drove by where the trunk or treat was, and Eleanor saw them setting up. And it's like a small little thing. So we talked about it during dinner, and I thought, oh, that's tonight, maybe we should go, like if you guys want to. And they said they wanted to go. So we were like rushing around, looking for our costumes, looking for treat bags and stuff like that. It was very last minute. And so we thought, oh, we'll just poke in and then come home, you know, whatever, nighttime routine, all that good stuff. So we're there, I'm taking pictures of the kids, we make our rounds, and almost the last trunk we went to, the woman looks at one of my kids and says, where are your shoes? And so I look at him and I'm like, dude, where are your shoes? And Wentworth was like, I don't care. So we went around, left the house, walked around a trunk or treat for a while, and all along, my child is not wearing any shoes. And I was like, well, that basically sums up my position as a mother. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm surprised Alex even had shoes on because that's just how he is. So that's where my kids get it from. And really, it's rubbing off on me because sometimes I'll leave the house, not leave the house, but I'll go outside without shoes on. And before, I would never. The magic of this chili, I think, is just how you season it. And I am without paprika. Normally I add paprika. I guess I'll just make do with the seasonings. I'll write my recipe in the description box. I've never really like officially shared. I feel like I've shared it kind of. Oh my gosh, this is empty. I'm just gonna use the rest. Now I'm out of cumin and paprika. Gonna give this a mix. I almost doubled the recipe because I feel like this isn't enough, but I also feel like if everyone's bringing chili, surely this is plenty. It'll be good enough. That's for sure. I always give it a whiff. I feel like that's good. And I only have one box of this. Normally, even just for our family, because we typically usually have a couple extra people over, I usually make 2 boxes. One, because it's delicious, and who doesn't love cornbread? And 2, because that's how I live my life. This is actually my favorite cornbread. It's the Krusteaz brand, and it's the honey cornbread. The best. So I'm just gonna throw it together. And then, I don't know if I shared with you, I do have a like dessert to make, so that'll be interesting and fun. I'll show you what I'm working with anyway. Got 1 egg. Oh wow, that squirt all over me. Well, will I change before we leave? Probably not. 1/3 cup of oil, and then 1/2 cup of milk. I'm gonna try to do the mini muffins. That way, be able to feed more people, you know? Oh my gosh, it's a sad day. This is my favorite whisk. It's got the juicer on the other end. How can I fix this? I'm sure I could just glue it. I love this whisk.
What are you making?
Cornbread?
Cornbread. I love cornbread.
I know. We went to the trunk or treat, and then brought our chili. My chili was a smash hit. Everyone ate it. Not everyone ate it, but whoever did eat it, my crock pot was emptied by the end of the night, is what I'm trying to say. There was an incident, and I share it with you in my next video. So, a little cliffhanger there. I just don't have enough time to share it with you right now. But pros and cons. That's all I'm going to say. Pros and cons. A definite pro was the chili. Delicious. I'll link the recipe. There's nothing to link. You know, making a cake from scratch always seems like a good idea. Like, oh, I don't want to use a box cake. I'm going to make it from scratch. And then it calls for like 75 ingredients. I'm like, I'm going to have to refill my flour. I don't even know if I have normal flour. I have bread flour. I have the special flour I use for my sourdough, but I don't want to waste it. Stuff's pricey. And then I have to refill my baking soda. I'm like, is it even worth it? Do I even want cake? But every day, you know what happens? Every day at 2 p.m., I'm, you know, perusing my snacks. I'm like, I could really go for a piece of cake, a brownie, something. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm sure, you know what? Only a few ingredients, and these are all ingredients that I had on hand. I didn't plan on making this. So it's all ingredients that I already have. I just have to do it. Just do it. Oil, brown sugar, sugar. Oh, this is why I wanted to make it. Okay, I think I have it all. Baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, can of pumpkin. This is exactly how much baking soda I have left without walking all the way to my laundry room and refilling this jar. I'll be putting it off until next time I need baking soda. And then there's a frosting, and then, oh, there's a caramel sauce. Please, I'm using the store-bought crap. Pumpkin pie spice. Pumpkin pie spice up in the house, up in the house. I also have this caramel. It used to be full, and then it leaked all over our pantry, so that was fun. All right, let's do this. By the way, this looks amazing, as does everything on Pinterest. 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of oil. This was in the sink. There might be a little soap residue on this. Can I substitute butter for this? This feels a little weird. I thought about substituting butter, and then, you know what? You know me. I follow the recipe to a T. D-O-double-G. 4 eggs, 2 at a time, because I only have 2 hands. You know what? I think this is the first time I've cracked open a can of pumpkin this year. 1/2 cup of sugar. I probably needed to mix that. That's fine. I'll give it a nice whip. You know what I'm waiting on? Listen, today, Halloween for you. Get pumped, get excited, happy Halloween and all that good stuff, but tomorrow, Christmas. That's what it's all about. Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays. I'm not looking back. It's gonna be pecan pies. It's gonna be apple pie. I wanted to make an apple pie, but I don't have any apples, so you could understand my dilemma there. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. Good. Little vanilla extract. And here it is. Are you ready for it? Ooh, so satisfying. Actually, pumpkin, not that great. Pumpkin gets all the glory, but really, the magic is in the cinnamon, okay? That's my hot take. I'll mix it in anyway. What do I do now? Okay, now for the dry ingredients. 2 cups of flour. This is self-rising flour. I feel like this is a mistake. Hold on. 2 cups. Yes, yes, yes. What movie are we watching tonight? Where's the baking powder? Oh, I'm losing it. Oh, it's right here. Okay, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Of course, you're supposed to mix this separately and then add it, but it's like how we met. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Good enough. A little bit of salt to enhance the flavor. A little bit of pepper mixed in, won't hurt anybody. And then the beloved pumpkin pie spice. You know, I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. You know, it does have everything. I smell the allspice, I smell the cloves, I smell everything, but I'm a basic girl and I just really like cinnamon, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that too. Ooh, yeah, that's where it's at. Pretty sure this is it. So I'm just gonna mix all of this in. It's a very thin consistency, so I feel, well, you know, I thought it was thin until I went in with the whisk. Yeah, that feels good. All right, that is nice. So what now? You know, I don't know where all my 9x13 pans went to. I used to have some. Guess I'll have to make a trip to Home Goods to get some before Thanksgiving. I can't find them. I have like the humongous 17x15 inch, which I'm sure would work for this because it's gonna be really thick, but anyway, gotta follow that recipe to a T. That's what I always say. I'm gonna level this out, cook it in the oven, 350 degrees for 40 minutes. Ooh, that looks real good, but it's gonna look better with some frosting on it. It's a miracle that these didn't burn. I thought I had a timer set. Apparently I didn't. Actually, are they done? Coming out clean, so I feel like they're done. I'm just gonna leave them in the pan. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave them in the pan, let them cool. I should probably cook them some more. They're done, I guess. It's all fun and games, so you have to clean up.
I know you're not gonna see the finished product of the cake right now because I think it's cooking in the oven, and then we go out, and then later that evening I come back and make the frosting and stuff. So you'll see that later in the video, and you probably saw it in the intro and the thumbnail because it is amazing. I also linked that recipe. I just found it on Pinterest. I have a lot of recipes on Pinterest, so it's hard to filter out like what the best ones are. This is definitely a winner. And if I ever make it again, well, okay, it's hard for me because I have someone in my family who is allergic to nuts, but if she were ever out of town, or if I were to ever maybe half the recipe and put half without, you know, make it normal. I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is, anyway, I would add nuts to it. Adding nuts. Oh, adding pecans to the actual cake. Some people like that. Some people don't. I don't know. I'm a texture person. I like that crunch in there, that crunch factor, that like little burst of mapley goodness flavor. Even walnuts would be good in that. I'm just saying, if you wanted to add it, I think it would be a really great addition, but it is fantastic just as it is. So what are you waiting for? Okay, crack open that pumpkin. I need some water, and I realized yesterday I was cleaning last night and I kicked my straw under here, and so it's been all day where I've been needing to pick it up to get my water, and I just have been too lazy to do it. So now I'm gonna do it. You know, I really only fill up my water bottle maybe twice a day. How many ounces is that? Surely that's not enough. But I also don't always drink it. Like dinner time, I have a cup and stuff, so it's fine. I need to be better about this. I feel like people who drink coffee have more of a routine in the morning, or is that their only routine? Is it just they get up, make their pot of coffee and then go? I don't know. But for me, I don't necessarily fill up my water bottle in the morning. I just drink out of a cup. Maybe that's my problem. I need to like set a routine for myself and be like, okay, this is what we do. Does anyone else struggle with you know, doing that? It can't be just me. I don't know. Like I mean, I drink water every day, but I want to drink more. I feel like I drink a lot. Anyway, filling up my cup of water, I put 23 ounces in it. I put enough ice in there so that there's only 23 ounces of water every time. So 23 times 23 is 46. That's pretty good. Oh my heck, you guys. How are you guys dealing? Okay, with like the season that it is and the sickness that is going around. I'm gathering laundry, by the way. I just got Meredith's, and half her laundry basket is just like princess dresses, which I love that she wears them, but they take up so much space. Anyway, it's hitting us like dominoes. Like right when I think we're in the clear, then another one falls, another one bats dust. That's exactly what it feels like. Like right when I'm trying to get my head above water, and then it hits us again. I'm like, ah! How do people who work traditional jobs, Alex and I talk about this all the time, how do they manage? How do they time manage? Like if you have a kid homesick and you have to stay home with them, you miss a whole day. Like thankfully we work from home and our schedules are flexible. Oh man, I don't know, everything. It's like life is so time consuming and so consumed by like, you know, stuff that we have to do, not necessarily stuff that we want to do. You know what the worst invention is? This sack inside of a laundry basket. If you're gonna put a sack, figure it out, it never stays. Oh, what a little annoyance this is. I just feel like ripping it off. Yes. All right, I'm gonna throw that away then. In you go. And peace the heck out of my life. If something isn't serving you, bye. All right, I'm gonna put the towels over here. You know what I need to do in this laundry room? Oh, shoot. I like to separate the laundry. I know, who am I? I don't always separate the laundry, but I've been trying to separate like at least the towels because, I don't know, there's nothing worse than getting out of a shower and drying off with a towel that smells like garbage. Like, was this even washed? Anyway, I said that because I have a whole other load in this basket over here. Hopefully it's all towels, but I know that it's not. I see a couple of Wolfgang's things. Oh crap, I should grab his clothes too. All right, the rest are towels, that's good. Like this doesn't even fit in. This is 3 months. How has this lingered around for that long? It's really cute, but I just need to donate it. Ooh, anyway, so, you know, I feel like everything is going around, and it's not just our family. It's like all of our kids' classes, because we talk about it, and they're like, literally, Mom, everyone is sick. Everyone in their class is sick. Everyone that they've ever met in their entire lives are sick. And it somewhat gives me peace of mind knowing that it's not just us, but also, man, what's going on? Well, I got some OxyClean. I know I didn't show you, and you might be wondering why this is in the laundry room. It's because I had to move it from the hallway because, yes, surprise, surprise. They did actually
make some progress in the hallway. I always feel better about using this stuff because it's supposed to like sanitize your things, like get rid of the germs and stuff. Kills 99.9% of bacteria. I don't know. That 0.1% is really working hard is all I gotta say. I didn't realize this much was left in there, otherwise I would have saved some. That was definitely enough for 2 loads. There's still some in there. I'll save it for next time. Oh, good. There was a stain on this, and I put some stain remover on it to see if it would come off. Let's see if my hard work paid off. Kind of. You can kind of tell it was there. I don't know who I thought I was, but ooh. I love when I do laundry. Everything is just so nice. I started saying that, and it just rambled on to 700 other things, but I really need to clear this laundry room out. I don't know what it is, but I do feel a lot better about myself when this laundry room is clean. It doesn't ever last more than like half a day, but that 12 hours, feeling real good about myself. Surprise, surprise. All right, that's good. Ooh, I don't think I showed you. I showed on Instagram. I got these paint swatches. Aren't these beautiful? What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? I'll tell you what I'm thinking. The cabinets. And then I'll shoot a picture up here because, okay, I guess it's a short story long. Hold up, I need some props. Because this came in the mail. Pew, pew, pew. It's my air horn. My voice is still healing. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, did I show you? I don't know if I showed you, but I definitely showed Instagram. And I finally did it. I'm gonna wallpaper the new bathroom. And a lot of people, not a lot, a handful of people, which I feel like is enough, are telling me to hire someone to do it because it's miserable and it's very challenging and I'm not a DIYer. And also the ceilings are so high, not necessarily, yeah, I feel like they're just as high in the bathroom. And like, I don't know, how am I gonna even do it? Even if I stand on the counter, I still can't reach the top of the ceiling. So I'm gonna need like, how am I gonna get a ladder that's that close to the wall when there's a van? So I don't know. Anyway, I got them, so that's step 1. I also got a wallpaper kit. So I'm excited about doing that. And then there was another wallpaper that I really liked and I thought, I gotta do it in the laundry room. I'm in this room a lot and I feel like a makeover will happen eventually. I don't know, maybe one day. What color should we do? A little more purple, a little more blue? I'm not sure, but one of these days. It might just be a pipe dream. It might actually happen. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how loud that was. All right, let me just deal with the laundry. Surprise, surprise.
I know I dropped a bomb on you and was like, oh, I moved this picture from my hallway because they put a hole in our hallway finally. Listen, I'll share it all with you. I shared little snippets on my Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, I do share, different stuff. So I did share a picture of that. Listen, I'm still processing it. It's not great. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not great and it's not finished. And I think that's why I'm trying to distract myself with like, ooh, pretty wallpaper and ooh, let's do the laundry room because that's something that I can control. And that seems simple enough. There's no breaking down walls and making mistakes. And although I guess there's plenty of mistakes to be made. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel like let's liven this place up. If I'm going to live here forever, I might as well make it fun, like make it me. You know what I mean? This is my laundry room and I don't care what anyone has to say about it. So that's my goal. Maybe we'll do it next year. Maybe we'll do it the year after, but it's definitely something to look forward to. I don't even know how to find someone to hire to do something like that, just wallpaper, because then I think, oh, well, surely if I hire someone just to do the wallpaper in the bathroom, no one's going to take that project. It's not big enough. You know what I mean? It's like will it be worth their time and energy and effort? I don't know. So then I'm thinking, okay, well then let's do the laundry room and the bathroom at the same time. And then I'm like, well, do the kids want wallpaper? Let's wallpaper every single room in the house. If I'm going to hire someone, I might as well just have them all do it in one fell swoop. And that's how my mind works anyway. It probably won't happen like that, but that's how the snowball effect in my mind is happening. I'm like, oh, well then if we do, give a mouse a cookie kind of thing, then let's do XYZ as well. And also ABC on top of that. So we'll see. when it actually happens, but that's the end goal. And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, it's about to be the most busy season, birthday season and the holiday season and all of that stuff. So am I willing to like take on another project? Like, I don't know, maybe, but at least I have the paint samples and I am excited about it. So it's always nice to have something to look forward to. And that's where I'm at in my head. Because I'm definitely like, obviously I'm looking forward to the end of the edition, but I'm also, man, that process has been so frustrating. I just try not to think about it most days because it's a lot. Anyway, here's my clean laundry room and it makes me happy. Listen, I don't know if I can bring these. We might just have to eat them. My kids are chomping at the bit to eat them anyway. You saw me spray this. They're not coming out. Did I wait too long? Should I heat them up? And then I'm going to try to heat them up a little bit and then try to get them out. Woo! No, the cake looks done. Here's the cake all finished. It looks really nice. There is a frosting, so I'm going to whip that up. Fingers crossed. Nope. They're stuck. Dang it. Oh, well, I tried. I'm going to whip together the topping, the frosting for this cake. I've been letting this stuff sit at room temperature. Oh, crud. Only 6 ounces of cream cheese it calls for. I almost forgot about that. So not a full stick. Use that on your bagels tomorrow morning. And then a half a cup of butter. So 1 full stick of butter. That's the good stuff. And I should use my beater, but I don't know. I feel like this is creamy enough. I say that, but then every time I don't use my beater, I have chunks in my frosting. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just gonna mesh these together. Okay, good. And then here's the kicker. This recipe has a whole extra recipe for like caramel sauce. What is this? Salted caramel sauce. Is this salted? I don't know, man, but this is Ghirardelli and it's primo. So it calls for half a cup. I'm not gonna make my own sauce. Like, let's be real. This is already 2 separate steps and I'm good there. It calls for half a cup. I'm just gonna use whatever is left in here. I feel like it's about half a cup. Give that a mix. I feel like that's just gonna elevate the fall caramel flavor. And then it calls for 2 to 3 cups of powdered sugar, which I thought was weird. So I guess I'm gonna start with 2 and see what the texture is. This is 2 and it seems a little dry and I like to go heavier on the frosting. But here's the thing, the recipe also calls for heavy whipping cream. The smell of this, it smells like Aunt Annie's pretzels or Auntie Anne's. I'm gonna add a splash of heavy whipping cream. I feel like I need more. So I'm gonna add like half a cup more and then a little more splash of cream. And that should be good. Is that them? All right, I'm gonna ice this thing. We're expecting people over and I need to put a shirt on before they get here. And I also want to ice this cake so we can all enjoy it. So I'm just gonna put the topping on. I need to put some deodorant on too. Oh my heck, this, I mean, I think I already raved about it earlier in the video. So delicious, oh my gosh. Who thought about adding salted caramel to frosting? Genius, genius, genius. I'd eat it again. Would you say this would earn me a Michelin star? How many Michelin stars would this earn me?
What's a Michelin star?
600.
600? Good. Here, try that. Guess what I found? And by found, I mean I ordered another one. I couldn't live without it again for a year. So I'm gonna cut a piece out of this. This is the best spatula. What a nice sized piece. Yeah. I love this spatula so much that, I mean, really, it's not a huge investment. It was like $10, $12, something like that, around there, maybe 8 to 12. Some of them are $20, so you have to like either wait for a sale or I'll try to link it below too. So anyway, I just love, it's the perfect size spatula for lasagna, for everything. I don't know, man, Pampered Chef really knows what they're doing when they come out with their stuff. Anyway, I took a corner piece out and I thought, well, that's not giving me perfection. So then I went in and dug a centerpiece out. And I mean, it was worth it for the photo, for this little snippet here. So anyway, here's the cake. Obviously, I have moved on to creating the teacher gifts. And Man, oh man, if I knew how long this was going to take me. I'm not sure how long it would have taken me if I did it start to finish in one fell swoop, but obviously I have children who interrupt me all the time. And that's fine. That's like part of motherhood. I mean, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's whatever. But this took me hours. Wolfgang wasn't having it. He wanted to go outside. So then I hung out with him outside for a long time, and the weather's nice. So nothing bad about that. But it's like, it was lingering over me all day. It literally took me all day to do this. Morning, I started it in the morning, did a little bit in the afternoon, and then finished it right before dinner. So that was fun. You know, it's all for the teachers. And I listen. Why? I mean, a lot of I have to say about this. I wanted to give them something for Halloween. Like, adults should get candy too. You know, who said it's just for the kids? And I guess if you take your kids trick-or-treating, then you, I guess, get some of their candy, you know, mom tax, dad tax, all that good stuff. But then for those teachers who are without kids, one, and who have kids who are older and don't necessarily go trick-or-treating, are they going to get candy? I mean, obviously they could buy a bag of candy themselves, but it's just different when someone gives you a gift, gives you something. So that's what I did. I was late this year and I was unable to get like canisters from the Dollar Tree or something like that. So I did end up picking up these pumpkins and cauldrons from the Target not the Dollar Spot, I don't know, their Threshold brand or something. They were $3 a piece, so that set me back. And then the gift cards, that's the real gift in here, you know what I mean? But I got the candy from Costco, so I got it in bulk, and I wanted to really stuff the pumpkins full of them just so they can, you know, do whatever the heck they want with it, eat it throughout the trick-or-treating day. What day is that called? Halloween. If they're sitting watching a movie, I don't know. I just wanted to do something special for them. You guys know my infinite love for teachers and my gratitude for them. And actually, a lot I can say about that too. Alex and I don't even want to talk about it, but I love my kids' school so much. They're so lucky to go there. And I just wanted to show my appreciation for the teachers after we had conferences. I think I shared a little bit about this with you, but after I met with them for teacher conferences, they just always gush about my kids, and they're just always so kind and gracious and helpful, and literally all of the things that you want from a good teacher. They're at this school, and I can't rave about my kids' teachers enough. And that's why I just try to show my appreciation. And even like, it doesn't necessarily have to cost this much. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I overheard a teacher say, "Oh, I really like gardenias." And I thought, I have a gardenia bush at home. So the next day I just brought her a vase. A vase. Oh my gosh, who am I? Fancy McFance. I got her a vase, a vase, whatever, of just the gardenias. It cost me zero money. I had the vase. I had the gardenias literally in my yard. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, you know what I mean?" Like the gratitude she had for me just thinking of her and bringing her a gift like that. So it doesn't have to be all this. It doesn't. And honestly, if I knew it was going to be all this, I tried to look for a bag that would facilitate this pumpkin, but I couldn't find any. So I ended up having to buy this cellophane. I had to drive all the way to Hobby Lobby, which kind of worked out because Avelina had a birthday party that was at, you know, a jumping trampoline place. I was kind of next to it. So I just, you know, made it work as I always do. But man, oh man, this cellophane. I thought Dollar Tree sold this. Turns out they don't. Or not at any of my Dollar Trees. I went to Target. I went to Dollar Tree. I went everywhere. And it was pretty ridiculous. And then at the end of the day, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'd rather just put together a little bag. But they are cute and they look great. And I just wanted to, you know, show my appreciation. And there are 13 of them. I ended up putting 13 of these together. The kids have so many teachers, and I had Avelina specifically. She's in middle school, so she has the most teachers. She probably has like 20 teachers. I had them narrow it down to 3 because the other kids have 3 like main teachers. I don't even buy for special teachers most of the time. This time I bought for a couple of extra. Just because I had the gift cards and I had the canisters. I found a couple of extra cauldrons that I bought for myself. But I was like, why do I need this many? I had 3. I was like, I'll just keep 1 and then we can make gifts out of the others. I had extra candy. I bought a couple of extra gift cards because I always like to have extra Amazon gift cards on hand for last minute birthday gifts and stuff like that. So anyway, I had a couple of extra and I thought, well, let's throw it together. We have enough of everything. So that's what we did. But other than that, I normally just buy for their main teachers. And I had her like tell me, you know, narrow it down to her favorites. And I always kind of feel bad because they're all favorites, but I my bank account is like, Kim, you gotta narrow it in. You know what I mean? So I try to show my appreciation. I wish I could do it more, and I wish I could give them more, but I think for the most part, they're happy with whatever you do to go above and beyond and show your appreciation. So yeah, Christmas gifts. We were walking out the door this morning and Wentworth said, "Oh, what about," and then named another teacher. And I said, "Oh man, let's get her on Christmas." So I'll probably put together something else for Christmas too, but well, I'll have to think about that or Pinterest it or something. But here they are all finished, and I'm glad that I did it. And it took me all day, but they came out nice.
You guys know how I'm really good about making outros. So here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. This was more of like a laid back, what are we doing today? So I hope you enjoyed it. Nothing like super special about like organizing or anything like that, but that cake was special. So I'll link it and then you can make it if you like pumpkin. Honestly, it's like less about pumpkin and more about cinnamon and the spices. They don't get the attention they deserve. I'm just saying. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.